finally, Joseph wrote in and said, "Good day, fellas. Have any of you ever felt like you're too old to still be gaming? I've slowly been going through this for the past few years as my gamer friends slowly stopped gaming due to life, work, kids, or just losing interest. My last gamer friend who would still play GTA Online with me recently told me that he wouldn't be upgrading to the next gen and is selling his PS4. I'm in my late 20s and don't have any real life friends who game anymore. I feel like I'm getting too old to be a gamer, but it's my only hobby. My girlfriend even thinks I'm wasting my time still gaming at my age. I don't have any intention of quitting anytime soon, but I do often think about this. So I just want to know if you guys have ever felt with these feelings in your life. Thanks for the great weekly entertainment. Hope to see you guys in London soon." Thank you, Joseph, for writing in. Every once in a while, someone writes in with something like this. And I want to remind everyone that video games, you really have to be ass backwards to not understand that video games are no longer the quarter munching or any kids sitting Indian style playing NES kind of stuff that is attractive to only children. It really shows a lack of culture. I hate to say that. Like, your girlfriend sounds like she doesn't have any culture when she says something like that. Because how can you have any culture or sense of the world and then be like, but you still play video games? That's like saying you still watch movies. What's the difference? I just don't get it. You still have fun. Don't enjoy anything. I don't know. I that's something from fucking 1997. That's not, I don't want to hear that stuff anymore in 2023. Joseph, you got to break up with your girlfriend. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I co-sign that. I co-sign that prescription. No, I think it's just kind of silly that would. I understand the feeling because there is something about it that, like, and you know what it is? It's I've been doing it for so long, like I remember doing it as a kid, and there's not really many things that I did as a kid that I still do, like, or at least like to the degree that I do them. In fact, I think I play more video games, I think, now than I did when I was a kid. I mean, largely because it's just kind of part of my job now. But also just because I have more money and expendable income to kind of sink into things that I otherwise, I had like maybe a couple games in my library. And then like maybe I would come across some hand-me-downs from like uncles who didn't want them, or I would happen across them. And they weren't always to my taste. So like now I dictate my own taste, and now I dictate like, oh, I want to play that, and I can. And it's fine. There's nothing. I don't know. It's a difficult mindset to even get into because I don't know how to put myself in the shoes of somebody who doesn't understand what video games are now. Like it's hard for me to relate.
It's indistinguishable. Like I don't think it is indistinguishable from reading or something, where you could read a comic book, or you can read War and Peace, or you can watch, I don't know, Gone with the Wind, or you can watch fucking House Party or something. I just don't know what people like. They look at games in this very myopic, this is your one experience, Pac-Man kind of thing, or whatever you think it is. And I just don't. It's just, I don't know. Dustin, you have anything you say about this? It's frustrating to me because on one hand, I don't care, but on the other hand, it's just surprising that people are so. And I'm being mean to Joseph's people. I don't mean to be that way. It's just anyone being mean to anyone that just doesn't get it. It's like, what is there not to get here?
Yeah, I think Joseph has two paths. He can either refer to, tell his girlfriend and his family that they're uncultured swine and live his own life of freedom, which is honestly a fantastic path. Or I think what another option is, when you have these people in your life, you show them what they're missing out on. And it's not one of those things where you tell them they got to play The Last of Us or they got to play BioShock and sit them down and play the whole game. But give them a simple education. Be like, this is what games can be. Or, this show on HBO came from a video game, the story. So I think a lot of time it's just these people are ignorant of what games are currently. Like you said, a very old school way of thinking, very 90s, the Nintendo is a toy type thinking. And yeah, these are still toys in some degree, but I don't know. You can waste your life a million different ways. You can watch soap operas, read romance novels, you can watch sports or read books or whatever. There's a million different ways to spend your time. And if you're enjoying it, then it's not a waste, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, the only waste of time is time spent not enjoying the time you have.
And bitching about people playing video games.
The only time wasted is time spent not fucking.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is my whole life.
What does your girlfriend do? Does she watch The Good Doctor?
Yeah.
There's a video I saw where every time he says I'm a doctor, they double up the video. So like it becomes double and then double and then double and double every time. I'm a doctor.
You see those? I am a sturgeon.
I'm a surgeon. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I just love how Dr. Han has become a character. Like,
the stoic. Yeah, Daniel Day Kim.
Yeah, Daniel Day Kim. Right.
Chad.
He looks like a drawing of a Chad. Like he looks like he was created in a lab in that frame to look as cool as possible.
He'll always be the Korean guy in Lost to me. Jin.
Yeah.
Right. I think
Jin.
I never saw Lost. No, that's not true. I did. I just forgot.
Yeah, that's where I know him from.